Hi all, in this session we are going to learn about how to create a job in YAML pipelines. Here we can learn what is job, what are the different types of jobs which are available in CI/CD pipelines, and how we are going to define the tasks inside of jobs. Everything we are going to discuss in detail, and I am going to show it to you in a practical manner as well. Let us understand what do you mean by job. A job is a series of steps that runs sequentially as a unit. Means if you have n number of steps are there which are defined inside of a job, if those steps are executed in a sequential manner in order to complete that particular job, that will be called as a job. Simply we can call as job is a series of steps that are going to run sequentially as a unit. In other words, we can say a job is the smallest unit of work that can be scheduled to run. Okay guys, means while you creating a job, inside of the job you are going to define the number of steps. How many steps you can define? N number of steps you are going to define. If you run the job, automatically the steps which you are going to define inside of that particular job are going to run in a sequential manner. Fine. Let us understand about the different types of jobs available in CI/CD pipeline. Here there are different types of jobs are available depending on where we are going to run. Generally where we are going to run our jobs? On an agent. Here based on the platform where we are going to run our jobs, here we have the different types of jobs are there, like agent pool job which is going to run on an agent in an agent pool. Server jobs, it is going to run on Azure DevOps servers. And container jobs runs on an container on an agent in an agent pool. Means based on the platform where we are going to run the jobs, the jobs are classified into different types like agent pool jobs, server jobs, container jobs. And let us understand in detail by doing the practical session. So here I am going to mention some kind of sample script in order to make some kind of better understanding. So quickly I am going to log into the Azure portal. Here I am going to log into the project one. So here I have one repo. The repo is YAML repo, and click on pipeline, and here I am going to create one new pipeline. So where is my code? In Azure repo git, select the first one, and the name of the repo is YAML repo. Just click on YAML repo and click on starter pipeline. Here you have some kind of default script is there. So Control A, delete, and here you need to paste the sample script which I had mentioned here. Just copy it and paste here. Here what will happen if I run the script? It is going to run the code with the help of the Ubuntu latest image, and the steps it is going to execute is bash. Here we are going to execute the bash script. Echo is used to print something. Here if I execute this pipeline, what will happen? It is going to print the hello world. So let me check. Just click on save and run. Save and run. It is going to create the pipeline. So it is not going to take much time because of I just mentioned some kind of simple script in order to understand. So let me check what will happen in the backend. So it is going to initialize the job, and it is going to check the YAML script, and it is going to run the bash script. If you check here, it is going to print the hello world. This is my output because of in stage I just mentioned this thing only. So whatever the things which I had defined inside of the YAML script, it is going to execute the script. Means the Azure pipeline is going to execute accordingly how the things I had defined in the YAML script. Let us discuss some other scenarios. So here I am going to define one job, and for that particular job I am going to define a lot of properties, how the job to be run and what are the properties which has been associated with that particular job. Let me decide. So here we have single job is there, for multi-job pipeline is also there. If you want to make single job, you can be finish your work with the help of the single job. Otherwise, as per your project requirement, if you want to run multiple jobs in order to achieve your target or achieve your goal, you can make multiple jobs as well. Let us consider this a scenario. If I want to make single job, here this is a script. Here initially what I will done, I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to show it to you guys. Copy it, minimize, and here go to pipelines. This is the latest pipeline. Just click here. Just click on three dots, or otherwise open it. And here just click on three dots. Edit pipeline. Here Control A, delete, paste the script which we had copied from the material. Here by executing the script, what will happen? It is going to run the pipeline with the help of VM image Ubuntu latest 2, and the stages which I had defined here is I have one stage. The name of the stage is A stage. Inside of the A stage, how many jobs I have? One job. Because here I am going to define only one job, and I am going to mention the properties which has been associated with that particular job. Here what is the particular job? The job name A, and the timeout in minutes is 5 minutes. Means if the job is not completed within the 5 minutes, automatically it is going to be failed. And the continues on error means while I am going to run the pipeline, if any error happens in this particular job, it will continue or not. It is asking you for the confirmation. Here if you mention true, means even though if you get errors, it is going to run the pipeline. Otherwise, if you mention false, what will happen? Whenever any error happens while executing that particular job, immediately it is going to terminate the job. Means the stage will be stopped. The A stage will be stopped. Here I just mentioned, even though if I got the errors while executing the particular stage A, this job will be executed as usual, even though errors got. The display name. Here it is going to make the display name as this is a single job demo, and cancel timeout. What do you mean by cancel timeout? If you want to cancel the job without forcibly terminating, you are going to mention 2 minutes. Means after execution of pipeline, after 2 minutes only you can be able to cancel the pipeline. Let me check whether it will be executed or not. Just click on validate. Yes, the pipeline is validated, and click on save. Then click on run. Click on run again. Then your pipeline will be executed. And what the display name I had said, this is a single job demo. This is the display name which I had set for the particular stage. The name of the stage is stage A. If you click here, everything will be visible to you. It has been initialized, and once it has been initialized, which platform it is going to use? It is going to use the Ubuntu latest platform in order to run the pipeline. Here guys, I am not using any self-hosted agents. Here purely I am going to use the Microsoft hosted agent. In real time, based on the project, if they are using some kind of self-hosted agent, we can use. Generally when we are going to use the self-hosted agent, if you want to get the better control of your project, then you are going to use the self-hosted project or self-hosted agent. Here just wait for some time. It is going to execute, so maybe it will take some time. It is queued already. In the meanwhile, I am going to duplicate it. So this is a sample script, YAML script. Here we are going to use sample YAML script only. Here if I take any kind of some kind of complex YAML script, that will makes you difficulty to understand what exactly happening behind the scenario. In order to make you better understanding what I had done, I just take some kind of sample scripts. Then you will be able to understand in a better way what the things are happening behind the scenario. So here refresh it. Let me check. So here, yes, the pipeline has been initiated and YAML script has been initiated. Fine. Then finally, yes, the pipeline has been succeeded. Just go to the pipeline. Yes. Is that pipeline has been succeeded or not? Yes, obviously it has been succeeded. This is a single job demo. Means here in this pipeline, I have only single job. I have associated some characteristics which has been associated for that particular job only. Suppose my requirement has been changed. I want to run multiple jobs instead of stage. Guys, remember we have the stages inside of the stages what we have? Jobs. Inside of the job what we have? Inside of the job what we have? Steps. Inside of the step what we have? Script. This is the hierarchy. Do not confuse about that, guys. So here I am going to take the another scenario, multi jobs. Earlier I have the only one job. The name of the job is job name A, and here this is the characteristics which has been associated with that particular job. In the similar way, for a single stage A, if I want to maintain or if I want to run multiple jobs, how that will be? Here this is the thing. The same thing here in stage A, I have the jobs. The first job name is job name A and the same characteristics. And the another job is job name B. The same thing here, just copy the same thing, copy, go to pipeline and click on edit pipeline, just Control A, delete all the stuff, paste the content which you had been copied from the material, and let me check the same script has been pasted or not. Yes, the same script. Here I have two jobs. The first job name is job name A, the second job name is job name B, and the timeout seconds is everything I had mentioned. So it is not mandatory to keep all the characteristics same for all the jobs. Based on your requirement, you are going to define what are the characteristics required for your specific jobs. Here if you observe, the time of period for the job B is 10 minutes, but for coming to the job name A, it is 5 minutes only. So it is purely based on the requirement. So just click on validate plus save, just click on save and run the pipeline. Run. So it is going to execute two jobs. You have two jobs are defined there. So here for reference purpose, I just shown the two jobs, but in the real time, how many jobs you want, that many jobs you can be able to run. Generally, we can be able to run up to 256 jobs. It's a criteria which has been provided by the Azure as a standard. Normally, it is not possible inside of one stage A. You are not supposed to run 256 jobs. It is quietly not possible because of that much capability has been not getting. Generally, 256 jobs need to be pushed into the one single stage is not at all possible, and it makes, if you do like that, it will make very complicated. The script will be. So generally, we are not dictated that much jobs inside of one stage. Generally, we have some around 2 to 5 jobs or 10 jobs, mostly 10 jobs. Okay, let me check whether the pipeline has been succeeded or not. So still it is in the process. Let me check it has been initialized or not. So still it has been not initialized. So come to here, no, not at all. So maybe it will take some time to get it completed. In the meanwhile, we will explore to the other scenarios. So I'm going to open the things here. I'm going to creating my scenario is here different. I just want to create or executing to run first deployment job in Azure DevOps by using the CI/CD YAML pipeline. How this will be done? If you want to make the deployment, you are going to make the entire pipeline script. Guys, the Azure YAML script is not only for CI pipeline. You can use the YAML script for CI/CD, entire CI/CD pipeline. So with the help of one single script, you can be able to make the entire deployment. Here, let us understand the scenario. Here what will happen? Initially it is going to trigger from the master where my code is there. So it is going to pull or trigger the code from the master branch, and it is going to use the VM image Ubuntu latest in order to run the code. And how many stages I have? I have the stages. Inside of the stages, I have the deploy stage. Inside of the deploy stage, I have jobs. The first job name is test job. The kind of job is deployment, and the name of the job is test. And for which environment I am going to test? For test environment. The strategy is it is going to run once and the deploy. And here inside of the jobs, what we have? Steps. Inside of the steps, what we have? Script. So it is going to execute the script. What the script will be executed? This is my first deployment CD demo of Suneel Cloud IT Tech. Okay, so I'm going to mention here. Fine. I'm just copy the command or script, YAML script. It's not a command, it's a YAML script. Copy and come here. If you observe here, it has been succeeded. We had successfully created multiple jobs in a single stage. This is the earlier scenario, but right now I'm going to make the deployment. So how that will be done? So just click on edit pipeline. Otherwise you can create the new pipeline as well if you want to show it to you guys. So just click on new pipeline. Here select Azure repo and YAML repo. Okay, fine. Control A, delete all the default pipeline script, paste here and save and run, and you need to run the script. So the pipeline script has been initiated. So this pipeline needs permission to access a resource. Before this, here I had set permission. Here if you click on view, it is asking me if you want to permit or not. Yes, just click on permit. Yes. So subject to my approval, if I didn't approve, it is not going to move forward. Whenever I had clicked on the permit button, then it is going to allow and the job will be initialized and it is going to process the further steps which I had defined over the YAML script. So finally what the output I will get? It is going to print, this is my first deployment CD demo of Suneel Cloud IT Tech. Let me check whether it is going to provide such kind of output or not. Here click on CMD line. Here had observed it. This is my first deployment demo of Suneel Cloud IT Tech. This is the output. Because of this is the thing which I had defined over the YAML script pipeline. The things which I had defined in the YAML script, that is going to be executed by the Azure pipeline and it is going to display the output. If you mention the things you need to build the code accordingly, it is going to build the code as per the pipeline. Right now I didn't make anything to build any kind of code. Here I just define the code like it just need to be print. This is my first deployment. So as per the defined things, it is publishing the code or it is going to publishing the output. Here it is the expected output. This is my first deployment demo of Suneel Cloud IT Tech. Here if you observe the script, here I didn't mention anything here like validate the code or build the code. There are a lot of things. Yes, for simple purpose I just make that simple things, but in the real-time environment, what are the things we are going to mention the jobs? Here by using the jobs we can build the code, we can validate the code, we are going to make the deployment over the targeted environment. There are a lot of things which we can do with the help of YAML script. Suppose if I want to define the task, how we are going to define the tasks in YAML pipelines? Here let us have a quick look on the things I had mentioned here. So yes, what do you mean by tasks? A task performs an action in a pipeline. A task is simply a procedure within set of inputs. A task is always defined under the steps inside of YAML pipeline. Remember guys, hierarchy is what? Stage, job. Inside of the job what we have? Steps. Inside of the steps what we have? Task. Task is nothing but a simple action. It is going to define under steps. Instead of the task only we are going to mention the thing which need to be executed. Here we have two types of tasks are there. What are the two different types of tasks? The first one is custom task. This is being designed by the users, means we are going to define the customized tasks. And second one is built-in task. This kind of tasks are readily available and it is predefined in CI/CD system. And we can access through CI/CD pipeline. Means built-in means you cannot be able to modify anything within the built-in task. Suppose if you want to make any customization, you are going to use some kind of custom tasks. Here the custom task is going to provide the feasibility to make customization. So I'm going to show to you one sample script for you guys in order to understand how the task to be implemented. Let me check this script. Here it is going to trigger from the master branch. The pool image it is going to use is Windows latest. It here guys see here I am not going to use the Ubuntu latest. Here as a platform I am going to use the Windows latest, and inside of the stages, how many stages you want, that many stages you can be able to define. But here I am going to define only one stage. The name of the stage is A. And inside of the stage A, how many jobs I have? I have one job. The name of the job is job A. And inside of the job A, I have steps. What the steps I have? The task is, and inside of the steps what we have? Task. Here what my task is? PowerShell task. And the inputs is, the script type is inline script. Means it is going to mention the, if you mention something here, it is going to refer somewhere. But I want to execute the script which I had mentioned in the same script only. So that's why it is going to mention the inline script only. What is inline script? Write host hello world. Means by executing this entire pipeline script, what will happen? It is going to print the hello world. Let me check whether it will be functional or not. Just copy the things, Control C, and go to the DevOps page. Just let me check whether the earlier pipeline has been succeeded or not. Yes, it has been succeeded. And click on edit here and Control A, delete, Control V, and validate and save. Here the pipeline is validated and click on save. I need to run the script or pipeline. Just click on run. Then what will happen? What will happen, guys? So it is going to trigger the master branch, and it is going to use the Windows latest image in order to run the code. And here how many stages I had defined? I had defined only one stage. The name of the stage is A stage, and inside of the A stage what I have one job. The name of the job is job A, and inside of the job A, what it is going to execute? It is going to execute one step, and inside of the step I have one task. What the task it will be executed? It is going to print the hello world. Let me check whether the hello world will be executed or not. So here if you click on job A, so the process is going on. So let us wait for some time until this job A has been successfully completed. The hierarchy is very much important, guys. Please remember. So in an interview as well, they are going to ask you what are the components in the Azure YAML script. Simply you need to mention triggers, then after that pool image, then after that stages, job, steps. Inside of the step what you have? Tasks or script. This is the core components of the Azure YAML script. And how many types of agents are there? There are two types of agents. One is Microsoft hosted agents, and the second one is self-hosted agents. These are the different types of hosted agents are available in the Azure YAML script. And these are the different types of questions, because of in interview you can't expect where the question comes from. You will be ready for all the queries. And if anybody asks you what are the different types of jobs in CI/CD pipeline, simply you can tell agent pool jobs, server jobs, and the third one is container jobs. Each job has their individual feature. Based on the requirement, we are going to use that particular job type. And wait for some time. So it is going to execute. Suppose if you are not able to develop any kind of YAML script, simply you can use the internet. So this, based on the scenario, you are going to execute over the internet. It is going to provide some kind of YAML script. So by doing some customization to the script which you had downloaded from the internet, then you can be able to run based on your requirement. But before you run the script, just make sure everything will be correct or not. Let us wait for some time. it is still in the process. Yes, it is going to use the Windows latest image only. Where I had defined the Windows latest image in the YAML script pipeline. So what are the things which I had defined over there? Accordingly, the pipeline will be executed. So here, if you click on PowerShell, is hello world printout is there not? It is my required output. It is my expected output. The same output has been published or not? Yes, it has been successfully published. So that's why if you click here, it is showing us the pipeline has been succeeded. Is pipeline succeeded or not? Yes, it has been succeeded. It is with the help of this pipeline, I just get the expected output. What is my expected output? Hello world is my expected output. In real-time environment, your expected output maybe varies. That may be artifact, that may be validation. There are a lot of things are there. So you are going to define a lot of things inside of your script. Okay, guys. So with this, I think we are had done with the ML script pipeline, and hope you guys understood and enjoyed the sessions about the ML script. And guys, if you have any queries, please put in the comment section. Accordingly, I will revert to your queries whenever I am freely available. And I am going to provide the material as well, guys, for your reference. Just while doing the practicals from your end, please follow the material that will ease off your lab activity. And okay, guys, and I hope you guys are working with the sessions. And I will meet up you in the next session with the new topic. Until signing off, thank you guys. Bye bye.